free.
State of Ohio for high school football, and it's a clean slate. Northmor Golden Knights they can take on the visiting Upper Sandusky Rams of the 10 season. Players suit up. First stage key activations. So plenty of returning players at this point. And then in sooner. Black view, but it gets up next year. For this floor. Ball on your way to Port to lay that free.
Running a small business isn't easy. Between work, family, and everything else, there's just not enough time in the day. Websites, Google, reviews, it all matters, but it shouldn't slow you down. That's where TMS Plus comes in. We make digital marketing easy, affordable, and effective. Sign up for TMS Plus Digital Essentials and get a free 1-month half-page ad in Town Money Saver magazine. TMS Plus. Easy, affordable, effective.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
In business and ag banking, it's not just about the numbers, it's about the people. At First Federal Community Bank, we believe relationships are the foundation of every successful partnership. We can help you grow your farm through various ag programs, including working with our local FSA offices, as well as Farmer Mac. We have many commercial business programs to help make your day-to-day operations easy and convenient. Because when you bank with us, you're not just a customer, you're family.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Time for our pregame show. Back to the Northmor Athletic Boost. So glad that you are with us for this contest here tonight. Alongside Scott Cameron, I'm Kirk Richards, and yes, it's a good atmosphere, and it's become an annual rivalry between these two teams.
Hey, I was telling kids at school, I said, I'm so glad we get to be here for this. It's going to be a great game, barn burner game, a beautiful night, of course, and, it's like Christmas, man. Week 1 of football, that is like Christmas, and it's exciting, and right now we're just running down the steps, taking a look at the tree, and we're getting ready to open the present.
All right, and it looks like there's a minute 3 left, but they might just be going early. Yep, they sure did. So
Refs don't get paid by the hour.
they flipped the script. So it's a free game there. We'll definitely get all that in there for you.
I was watching the kickoff a little bit earlier, and not a real good kicker. That's about 10.
So we're going to get the return from this Klaus coming down.
Another great stop there. He was the last line defense, and he just body checked him all hockey style. But yeah, that's what he had to do to stop that running back there, McClough. And he took advantage of a nice cutback block. He got lucky, didn't get called blindside, but man, a great return. That sets up our best. That's exactly how the season right there. And this one's got to keep their chins up and fight here.
All right, so it looks like the 38-yard line. Get things cooking here for Upper Sandusky already. It's more territory. Oh,
Yeah,
a start.
yeah, that was quite a start for sure, no doubt. It's exactly what the doctor ordered for them.
He is the starting quarterback. Curtis Payman is behind him. Tailback's bringing out. Looking down, cross benches.
6-yard gain there, and you'll see the screen pass. This play and gets Dunn and gets him to move the ball in a positive direction. Nice play call, simple, effective.
What you look for, no doubt about it. All right, second down and 4 on the 30.
So it's easier mindset for those balls.
The formation here, Payman with his first carry. And runs into a bottleneck. No gain there for Payman. Maybe a loss of a couple of yards there.
One thing that was discussed with Coach Armories was the ability of the interior linemen, especially the players that were coming back. A lot of the are really doing a great job forming that new and right there, you saw him leading the line. And you don't often see interior penetration that right from that many guys. So Upper Sandusky's going to buckle up here a little bit.
Third down and 6. We'll see the arm of Dunn here. Works it.
Just a slow. They are allowed. I can tell them they are shifting right now.
Open game is definitely going to be looked upon to get a lot of those touching, especially after the graduation of Josh Howard. He was their leading receiver 1 year ago.
Yeah, there's a lot of putting him in done and see how he plays here. And a lot of presiding archer and you see. Yeah, nice run to the right. A lot of nice blockers on Trophy. Now they're in positive direction yards, so that's good. You got that momentum going. One thing Upper Sandusky does have good touch of both teams. Play and their guys and Becker doing a great job. We saw it right there, leading the way on that line.
They're down with 3 from the 17. Load on the ground for a paint. Right there.
Yeah, nice job by both interior linemen knocking in there. and then you had nice penetration from your linebacker there, stopping. They could a third down here for sure, but we're going to see what happens here, Kirk. There's been a little bit of vanilla play calling here by Upper Sandusky. See what they pull out here for short 3 yards.
18-yard line goes to the far side. Over there on that line, and he was telling me that he's looking for getting more of those touches this year.
Yeah, captain right there making a great big play. Son. And he got some good yards, gets a first down, and makes a first yards. And I wouldn't be surprised if one of these next 2 plays you're going to see a Keegan Dunn run of some kind. And just depends which play it's going to be, but you should look for that first or second down. You see him lining up tight here and see what happens, especially left that far out.
It's a goal from the 7. Dunn has it. And he's looking at take off, which is what we're talking about. Really gets hit first by Lilly the Dunn.
Yeah, he got 1 yard, and you're just testing the metal. Problem with that is when you bring that many guys in and your link is that far out to the left, it's a big dead giveaway of what plays particularly coming. And so Northmor did a great job holding their ground, limiting the ability to gain some yards around. So nice job by Northmor doing from there. Good job.
7-yard line, Upper Sandusky hoping to get some of these points.
Just right on the money, right up. What expected? Wow. That was crazy. He threw that that's it. And like you're not the ability of Dunn to see things and see things develop in the defense. And they're right there. You saw that. Big person last year.
History is 7-0.
How good bounces? It touches it is still not top shape. But you're taste of light.
Team 11 senior returning. Yeah, they are hoping that a lot of those returning players want to make a significant impact, that's for sure.
Right there. Hey, we already saw a little bit of Keegan Dunn action right now, right? 16 passing touchdowns, but I tell you what, great job by him. And that's exactly why he's a key player, man. There's a lot of that behind that is weapons for Upper Sandusky. And I tell you what, it's the kind of thing you want to see if you're Upper Sandusky. That quick response. That O line made a great job. Did a good job of making plays when they had to, protecting when they had to. And here's the fake, right? Right. Northmor's got to respond here, and I tell you what, there's a lot of similarities between Upper Sandusky and Northmor in terms of who's coming back and who they got, and the age groups and everything else, and the positions, especially quarterback and line. So see what Northmor has up this year. Getting ready to respond in this part on this series of effort.
All right, see what they do. Fantastic quarterback. The KMAC passing 1 season ago.
Great. And even second team all conference coming back, returning. A lot of expectations. We lost a lot of great players, a lot of weapons on that side of the ball. So they always got great tight ends. So let's see what happens. Womble.
Did the ball come out?
I guess sneak that to himself.
Yeah, I was looking at the quarterback and then I rise all moving. I didn't see the ball.
Right. I thought that's a false start. Yeah, that's not the way. So all one reason who's negative. Yeah,
Okay. Well,
hey, but it's the first play that actual season. Yeah, crazy things happen.
it makes a difference.
You just got settled down mentally.
Now he's got the ball in his hands. Yeah, he's dangerous with it. Right off of the back, contains over the middle.
Yeah, Beck is a great fullback, but he had to split out there and he just hit him in the hands, just couldn't corral that in. And those are things that you need your guys to make little plays there. So that puts Northmor further along, and that's not what they want to do. They want to be ahead in the chains to make it second and reasonable, but that snap kind of put him behind the 8
So he passes over on the far side to Jackson Joe. Yep, and Octane. Is that going to throw a ball right there?
No, but they did get a gain of 6 yards. So here's the thing. They're not what? This. I read that you'll see the before again. Sure, I was one of the children. We made the plan that.
Flying.
Yeah, before five.
Yeah.
They're declining.
They're declining. Yeah, I'm another change.
No, exactly.
St. Anne's
Right. Yes, we're not quite that.
So that was moving. We're just
It happens.
big punt. Oh, that's a great punt. It's gonna make the roll. Yep.
Goes, watching Dunn.
Great punt. Goes over the eagle line. Get that nice roll. Nice job, Al. They're going to start from the front 6 and right. When we are early on, we've only seen very today, but maybe not being able to come and look at Northmor one of the offense. And that's frustrating, but there's no time but a minute. They've got to come out here and make a defensive stop if they want to remain mentally intact here. This is a big possession for Northmor. I mean, I hate overstating it this early in the game, but
Yeah, nobody
that's good
this. It's
for the game. I mean, very important series down.
Dunn takes it himself.
Yep, right there on the 50.
14 at the 50.
They got 14
Absolutely.
and that's a great series of plays. Falling right here and past your place and it's in Dusty. And that's the thing with them. You know you're running. You're seeing him running. It's very clean. It's loaded. The side that's around it. See? And just got out from here. And boy, but if you're Upper Sandusky, you did not have as much good for in great play calling he's had with success, positive plays. Not only around negative play. These first three mentions. So great execution by the offense. Hey, Newcomers, Tanner Miley's kind of been up there. He made a great stop in the first run on Dunn, but that second one, and he just kind of got caught up. And that's hard to do as a free safety. It should be there all night. That last line is tough.
All right, so we'll see here. Type of return might get for Northmor. Short.
They're going to get to return.
So that's again.
That was Jackson Welch there. Northmor specialist now. Great wide player and did a good return. Yeah, I tell you what, Upper Sandusky made a big fight on him. 20. Down to 20. So, yeah, no difference. At least he had the chance. There we go, right there.
He's got to be there to step up as we walk into the time. And maybe not in the time. But no, see the big is there. 18 touchdown passes over 1,800 yards, almost 1,900 yards for Tanner Miley just one season ago, and they're in a hole.
Yeah, and one thing that's not on there is he had over 500 yards running. So he has the ability to move the ball with his feet too. Let's see what happens here in this possession. Speaking of, nice positive yards.
But you can try to open something up. Yep.
Yeah. So again, the thing that was nice about Upper Sandusky, they've made nice, simple play calls. And Northmor, right there, was an explosive run, total with restricted. Great line, great payback, make some plays, restart.
Dance into 26, 13, they got into Miley. Side. Sorry. Might be coming back now. It's the shot at the line there.
That's a hole. That's a hole. I saw it too. This is down. Number 15, Gavin Feist. Yep. Spot. Junior. He made the play right there. Great play. He faked the long route, the stick route, and completely blew everyone off the ball, and that created that space. And then as he's going down the field, when he reached his arm out and grabbed the corner and drug him in front of him. And so there's a spot and problem. So it didn't get all the yards you hoped, but still positive.
Very true. Because those still want the credit for the first down. We'll lock it right there.
22-yard pass.
And they whistle this one. Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe I think
oh,
goodness, I'm not picking in the right direction, obviously, the Golden Knights.
That's third penalty here. Third penalty, one was an effort penalty. Some things you just can't get too mad at. But
Wrong way.
27. They called encroachment. I thought they were calling the whiteout off. Game. But nice job by Upper Sandusky seeing it. Nice job again by Northmor. I mean, you're putting the ball in your playmaker's hands. But
brings up 2nd and 4.
Makes you wonder. They've done it. They did a great job of doing the run with a nice little short place. The drag makes you wonder if they're going to try to set something like that up during that play. And the next one will come back with a nice little pass.
Okay. See, 2nd and 4, 46-yard line. You want to keep some
There
center?
it is. We're bringing our stereo.
Let's go. Clearly enough for the first down.
Yeah, nice little show up there. The A gap. Make it real simple. Didn't have to do anything crazy. But just keep right up the middle. So nice job by the interior lineman. So that's pushing off the again.
And to make her the little side to one way right. The Rams to the 30 going off the makes a positive gain shy of the 30-yard line.
That's play. Linebacker did a great job shedding that block and found the runner. They worked it out. A nice job. Good track. Just it wasn't bad execution. Linebacker was doing a great play. Good job on both teams.
It looks like that. Makes it 2nd and 5 for the 30. Yeah.
And running back, Coach Armour is really talking high things about running back. So he's a great fullback, has great hands, loves the way he carries the ball. 6 yards right there. And it's making it 3rd and end and 30 foot.
The 32-yard line.
Checking that defense. Single play is being called here. Same formation. Single each side.
8 on flat. Same keeping. And we're going to do nothing. Get to the 20.
So, Molly.
No, maybe not. Okay, so what are you to get to the 29? This is the yard. One of them said Miley himself.
That's quick. And that's what Northmor really likes to do. They like to do a lot of quick plays. Coach Hall was talking tonight. If Northmor gets on the road and they start doing quick play, then they could have some problems. And now he trusts his athletes, but he knows Northmor does a great job on quick plays and doing a lot of quick action and right there, first down.
10-26 all now we're basing it out.
You do not impede the receiver. So nice job. It's one of those things when you put your arm out and you're not looking back at the ball, you put yourself in harm's way. Again, an easy PI call, but nice job keeping the arm out and not making contact with the receiver. And it's just enough to make it difficult enough. Break up the play. Nice job by the second row.
Look at it inside the 26-yard line. He's got to be out.
Catch a lens off the ball. You slip and
Round it out.
job staying focused in the flats part of the field and making that tackle. Nice job. I mean, he had 3-4 tackles on him. Nice job. Good job by Upper Sandusky. Being disciplined.
3rd and 10 from the 26-yard line.
That's a good play there for backside blitz. It looked like Natalie was really focused on the linebacker and looking to say he was there. Inside blitz came, took him down. They're really for Kirk.
On that down 14.
No.
Let's see, it looks like they're doing.
Yes, it's not. You can put it in.
So well.
No 14. So game right 3. Wow. And they need 21, they got 23 in that. That'll work. Yeah. Hey, nice job by Coach Arnold. And again, that's just things that just mental mistakes, getting beat, not not being where your body should be. So you start using your arms, and just like basketball, you start using your arms instead of your feet. I think you're gonna have. I mean, no different. No different.
Okay, yeah.
Now here's the thing though, it's still 1st and 20, okay? But watching them kick before the game, you and I are both noting watching them kick, and I said about 30-32 is your field goal distance, so Northmor still has some work to do to even get there.
24. Yeah, we're trying to go here. Here it is. Touchdown. It's not.
That was Ricky spot. Studley moment so in there. Well, I tell you what though, right in the bread basket, right where it needed to be. And boy, I tell you what a response by the Northmor Golden Knights. Wow. Their foot scored, they had the goals were 4th and long. And then the sliding in like they did what they hate to do. So they're honestly, it's one of the things where the momentum's kind of even right now. So they got a response, and it would be wise for Upper Sandusky. So turn here. Maybe try and burn 2 clock. So the keys to the game here for Upper Sandusky. Again, you got to teach the big boys on that line and let them protect them. Use them to move the ball. Even right now, kind of wasting time. And for defense, no runs, it's more fun. So if you can stop the run for Northmor, it's going to be a lot more fun. So that's the secondary. It's fantastic. They just had 2 plays there this drive, though. They got beat by a great pass-through combination. But if they can stop the run and really force Northmor to be one-dimensional, that'd be good for them. But I tell you what, though, I might stand corrected because Northmor is great plays that too. I'm eating my own words, Kirby.
There you go.
Is my wife listening? I don't want to hear you say that I was actually wrong.
Confirming. Oh. Yeah.
Between last time they get off the 360.
Talking about what's done is done. That's the key.
That's right. What's done is done. And to be quite honest, Northmor on defense, they got to limit his ability to throw the ball around. They got to make him one-dimensional. However, he's been productive on both sides of the ball here. Both sides of the action here, I should say, rather. So he's had some good runs, but again, they've been running left, throwing right. Let's see if they stay in that same pattern.
That's a 26 yards. Keegan Dunn. Ready to the sideline. Coach pitched away the offensive coordinator. What's saying that's me. 5-yard line.
10-yard pass. It is one of those things where Coach Armrose was talking about how he wants to go 4-3, number 2, make it simple and effective. The problem is, maybe change it up here. You might see a blitz here because you got to make Dunn a little more uncomfortable than he is right now.
Second and 1. 35 is over the sun. Right down next verse. That's 30 enough for the first down.
Gets those extra yards, and here you are. For a first inning, better say anything. I don't want to slow it down. Don't take the foot off the game, but control the team. Control it. You're not going to kill you with the most intended. So no despise. This will probably be the last play of the game.
20 seconds left in it. Heyman is with him.
Yep.
Goes with the block. Oh, goodness.
That's the second time I'm wrong tonight. That wasn't the last play of the game.
False start.
Yep. Is that their third time now?
Wide receiver.
You know what? It might be.
Number 6.
I have it as the second play. Okay, it's one.
All right, we'll go with the second. But here's the thing, though. It's not exactly the cleanest squeaker for other team. I believe it's 5 points total for both teams, then, right? So, corner if you need a skate scene. 1 for average. No flop.
There you go.
I wanted to see I was right.
Come on, it is at North Bloomfield 13-7. We'll be back from the start of the quarter. It's like football. 5-3.
I like being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
Okay, just give me football on the OH.REPORT.
Yeah, thanks for being here, folks. Thanks for watching.
Another one yet? Jesus.
It's a beautiful night.
Is this another film? Oh, here.
Man. Yeah, you hate playing second fiddle to a saxophone here, but I mean, Upper Sandusky, they've both teams been a little, I don't want to say undisciplined, just been sloppy.
First game of the season.
First game of the season.
Different from scrimmaging.
Yep, and there's been so many new players, so many new things. So it happens.
Falls incomplete.
I don't know if that play, I believe that play was for him. Have another look at that. Or did he just make a great play to prevent a bad one? Yeah, that was for him. That's a tough play. He just couldn't get away from the defenders. So nice job there by Northmor sticking with him and not making that screenplay develop. Great job.
Well, second down and 27-yard line. Dunn pass over the ball gets hit right there by me. That's a pretty good look.
Man's making a dip. He's lancing there. Nice job. Way to break that up. I tell you what, though, here's the thing. What you saw there was a pass to. We have not really seen that a whole lot yet tonight. So interesting little difference of and the whole shot line. Player can take me to the gate. Just a pretty fast start of this.
Right. Oh, and the call
that's
one was famous.
That's Yep,
that was flag. Yeah, not allowed to do that. And we were talking about Randy Accord. Yes, he led this team last year in tackles for loss, and there he was. That's the quarterback's mix.
Yeah, that's not. He didn't sack him, but that's just as good. In fact, it's even probably better. Because that's going to be a spot. That's half the distance behind the spot. Okay. Yeah. So here's the thing, though. You know, that's not exactly the best play there by Dunn. It would have been nice if he would have waggled down a little more to the left and just throw the ball into the stands. The momentum mistake there from Dunn. That'll be a coaching moment for him. That'll be a coaching moment for him. He's a great player. I'm riding.
Yeah.
Tom.
Remember him? 40. White.
Yeah, good solid punt in the back of the end zone. What do I see here? He kicked it off. Yeah, yards. That's pretty good. So, this kick there, that's about as good as almost as good as you can ask. You know, they didn't bounce and go roll another 20 yards. So, makes Northmor work a little bit. Upper Sandusky, they've got stepping up there on the defensive backside and don't let those long fade throws to the back there. This year, your secondary, your safeties have to cover a little bit better. You got to watch that. Don't let them split you.
Well, it is a one-score game. Northmor trailing by the touchdown here at home to visiting Upper Sandusky. Back. Nothing wrong with Rams in position. Second down.
Like they wanted it to be buck sweep, and it did not develop the blockers. The blockers coming in from backside did not seem to stop anybody, and that went nowhere. So nice job by Upper Sandusky. Not a great execution there by Northmor. That'll be one where you go back and look at the film and say, okay, guys, we're on this. You can't block error.
Indeed. All right, so second down. That's characteristic of him. Great hands that he has. He had the touchdown catch in this game. But,
if you watch the replay on that, his head was turning when the ball hit his hands. We watch us. Yeah, he was looking down. His head was looking down. It was almost too easy. You know, it's like when you miss a layup. You know, this is when you miss it. Yeah, and you're like, oh, that's so easy.
Some scenery have been on TV lately. Maybe was that?
You let him in my backyard. What are you talking?
It happens, yeah. I know.
Takes off.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Some quickness there on that center.
Yeah, it gets up to the 25. 16-yard line. Wow, dude. I'll tell you what, man. It's 25. 13. That's a best. Expansion plans. In the back of the room, they got a big location saying, hey, or if they possible. They're exactly what it says and what it means. And they should change it. It's not and I mean, they're ugly, still taking your ongoing and it's a nice job. I mean, executed. Was anything Upper Sandusky possession? It's not. And so I was open this play on this play.
That was the time up to update, right?
Correct. Look at that.
What's your discussion there? But
that was a great play. Man, Brody, he just did not see that coming. That was form fake. He was like 2 yards on that run, and he was getting ready to take off and then all this thing. Oh, man. We've seen two huge hits here tonight. Two huge hits.
Take it.
And Miley with one, there's the other, man. I mean, what do you
That's cool. Getting the football to get the right back.
Yeah. Let's keep doing that.
And 47 remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of great action here, Kirk. This is exactly what I thought the game would be. Great tight game, great plays. Ooh.
Go back with the tackle.
I'm kind of they're indecisive. When there's ton space away from him, I think he reached that point faster than he thought he was going to reach it. And he just kind of got caught of, oh, I could go left. I could go right. And his feet said, make up your mind. And it didn't make up his mind. So he just went right into him.
I like second down and 7. They get us to 5. 26-yard line. Oh, sure does. Just got to get up and play again. That's what you do.
Choppy feet. That's what choppy feet are for.
Well done. That may have been a good deflection there by his teammate Godfrey. They slowed it down to the pitch.
Yeah, the Captain Godfrey there, senior, just made an offensive defensive play.
Yeah.
You know, and Kentucky was right in the breadbasket of the court, and he reached out his arm there. Yeah. As the great song says, he reached out and touched somebody, because boy, that could have been real ugly. It just didn't seem like he was cutting in real clean, but he made the play. He made the play, knocked it away, and prevented the interception.
47 from the 26-yard line. Altman in motion. Payman beside the quarterback goes out the block. And Dunn, and then falling down, got through right there. Now to the pin to was it ball?
Did that get tipped at the line? It had been real close. I didn't see a tip sign, but yeah, I mean, I didn't see a tip sign. I didn't see an official tip. Boy, but even if it wasn't tipped, you have a player coming in there, they're on your arm, and that's the psyche of your quarterback wise. I mean, you also don't want to throw the ball and have your thumb come down right on the helmet either. So
exactly,
great play by Northmor, and a little understandable short throw there by Dunn. Luckily, it fell into the nets.
26-yard line. That's good. Side, get your right. Carrying that ball.
Yeah, that's all. Backside hold.
Gotcha.
Where do you end up? 37.
Again, if you're Northmor here, you're on the wrong side of the field, but not by much. But you still have the ball in the middle third. So, and you have a deal. This is a good time your defense has been humming here the last couple of possessions. They've teamed up, they've muscled up a little bit, and their offense has been making some plays. They've made plays at the right time. But now you need to execute cleaner and finish. Now you got to finish. Finished once. You got to finish again.
So the ball's with the 38-yard line.
Yep, 38.
Okay. That's the main thing from the Northmor perspective. Got the football.
Yeah. Again, as I don't want to say as bad as the beginning of the game could have been. It could have been a lot worse than this, and Northmor's doing a great job clawing back. And we'll get in that position. Good play. Here we go.
Hands it off to Beck. Tries to spin around. Lock down that timeline. Posting that.
You know what I love? They went right back to that. They went right back to that confidence. That is Coach Armour saying, hey, dude, yeah, you got laid out. You dropped the ball. But guess what? We believe in you. We love you. We trust you. Here's the ball. Go get some yards for us.
Absolutely. Get right back on the horses.
Yep, exactly. So that's a great sign there for Northmor. Great job there. Good coaching too.
Second down and 78.
Yeah. It's trying to be the quarterback. He anticipated And had they not happened, he had to cut back to the right, and players everywhere. Upper Sandusky did a great job reading that, and they made no possible route to get through. So nice defense there by Upper Sandusky, being disciplined, not just ball chasing, not just leaving. Good job.
Get up to 42, 3rd and 6 from the 42-yard line. Northmor with the ball and trailing it. 14-7 at home for Upper Sandusky.
See a Baldwin here goes blitz backside. You see him kind of getting ready here. Number 42 for Upper Sandusky. Right now, it's kind of between my down. Right. Good call. Good play. Some good play. Very manageable, somewhat. This is a really big play. You know, you don't want to give them the ball back too quickly. So, see what Northmor pulls out.
Both of them attack.
Yeah. So, you know, but this is the big play. So, what we see the fall, it's fall season. You know, see it now. And it's on again for your chance. So that's good.
Conference now.
And you didn't pick up Little Sisters of the Poor, as Gordon you would say either. You know, you're picking up some really good teams, and so this is a big game for Upper because Northmor has some playoff potential. So points wise, it's a big game for both teams. This is one of those games where you're it's a measuring stick game for both these teams.
4 6. 42.
Light them up. This time I see it coming out of help, providing pressure, and I'm pretty sure that Welch would hear a little bit of pitter patter coming from that safety, and so he kind of shortened up his arm and then extends his at the ball at the top, and I think he thought he might get lit up there. So.
Rams, they are definitely playing physical. That's one of the things that Keegan Dunn spoke to us about earlier this week. He said, "Hey, you know, we're physical and we've got a chance. What we got to do for each and every play."
Well, they have been that and more.
There you go. One more time.
The cash. More back to Upper Sandusky.
If you're Upper Sandusky, you know, Sandusky has not taken any real deep shots, but they're not like because Northmor line has been these last couple of possessions. They've come alive. They made a for Dunn being able to make nice clean throws. It's kind of starting to throw off his back foot. Even have the intentional grounding play. It's a bit difficult for Dunn, so he's going to have to adjust. Have to adjust. But don't be surprised now. One point, especially if they do not blitz and they remain in a zone, look for maybe some sort of deep play here. Don't be surprised, especially now because they're all tight.
This is 25-yard line. Right back. Through the other direction.
21.
Declan Helfrey.
You know,
Hey, get him involved. Here you go.
and then it's not a problem. You get together. You know, look for football for Upper Sandusky of run left, pass right. And they've kind of gone away from that famous moving recipe. Makes you wonder, are you going to go back to that at some point?
2nd and 13 from the 23. Dunn setting up a screen. That's
Yeah, nice play there. And finally, that one was able to break through.
33.
Linebacker kind of got caught. He thought he was in front of it like last time. So nice execution there. Making it 3rd and manageable for Upper Sandusky. And we're a little bit of the no man's land here in the middle of third field here in this quarter. Everyone kind of keeps going 3 now. They're not executing and nothing here to play.
At the 32, I think.
From the gun.
6 minutes.
Single right. And that was good time.
The timeout.
Seemed like they were, you could kind of tell there was a little bit of unease. What are we doing? What are we doing? First game of the season, not exactly
Fucking the players.
sure the execution, etc. And to be quite honest, you've been a little gun shy here the last couple of possessions and not executing well. So good time out there by Upper Sandusky. That also gives Northmor a chance to figure out what they want to do.
Well, as we talked about a lot of changes, I mean, Upper Sandusky has the same quarterback in Keegan Dunn. And we've seen him run a lot as he did last year. Basically, all the running was either him or Ethan Lee. And was obviously fluctuating. So it's kind of pressures who are stepping into that.
Right. Coach, I was thinking about that, how Lewis gets a coach on the field. He's done a lot of work to replace that and work some defensive schemes. He's put others to learn that as well. Again, throwing down a little bit for him. The offensive line coming back soon and some of that support, but it comes down to execution. Execution.
32-yard line. See how they execute on this one.
We had a motion to a 3-by-1, so 2-by-2.
There you go.
Just trying to take off with it. Right up done. And you can tell you on the spot.
Are they going to bring out the no card?
4th down. Gaining 2 yards, man.
Yeah, they are not going to bother with that. So we also
come in down here.
and Moyes appears to be shaken up.
Just a little dinged. It's a little dinged. He's just kind of ripping off. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, he is a his own power.
5'9.5", 295.
Yep.
Junior player. Good boy. Hopefully he's okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta
Well, in those plays,
work through it a little bit.
When you're doing sneaks, you basically have a guy that's knocking you over from behind. Your leg gets caught up somehow, and things moving, and you just kind of take something and he's getting checked out. But
yeah, he's on the table.
See,
The athletic trainer Roland Fox. So get that dealt with. Yeah, he can very well get back out there and play.
I think that's a great call here. When it comes to running, for the most part tonight, you've been able to do what you wanted, and this is
Quick release, Godfrey. And let's see, can he get upfield enough? Right where he's on to. And here's they're saying, yeah.
a great individual play right there. It looked like, ooh, that was a throw that's behind the sticks, and he's going to have to get one in. And he did. Right there. Nice job. Good. I think all the Upper Sandusky fans said, no.
There's a little bit out there, right here. They feel at the players. They threw it in.
Uh-oh.
I'll keep over here. Over there. Toward the play. Nothing doing that time. Done.
Yeah, nice job. Nice job by Dunn seeing, and whoever did the miscommunication, whatever, he did not drop the ball. He didn't panic. He just he tried to hit the edge and trying to keep it as a positive play. He did what he could. And I mean, yeah, you lose 4 yards, but I'd rather lose 4 yards than 10 yards or the ball.
Second down. Pardon me. Second down and 14. Okay.
And that clock keeps running, which honestly, I think for sure Upper Sandusky, it's not a bad thing, but now you got to move the ball in a positive direction.
On the 36-yard line. Downfield done. Let's see. The sideline. That's incomplete.
There's that wrong pass that we were talking about. That it was like you got to make a play down the field and try and keep that secondary honest. The secondary for Northmor is pretty good. They've got a decent secondary. They've been keeping players in front of them in that regard. But boy, not a bad throw. Just couldn't connect. A little long. But what that does, that makes you have a third and it's pretty long. So you're on the wrong side of the field.
In the 36-yard line. Right there, got through the girl.
That's 3 years and it's been doing for slow. Yeah, really left. Just 6-7 yard pass. It's positive. It moves the ball down the field. It helps you field position wise. And you know what? They went right back to Godfrey, and he had just tried to go down the field. He's an old man, and he's a senior. So it's not a 35-year-old man running down there on the field. So he's not super gassed, but that's hard going right back to second again. So nice job by Godfrey, getting positive yards.
But on 4th down,
That's time, Kobe.
bottle cheese on the front. Just gonna let that one go. There we got Godfrey's nice punt there.
That's one way I think I'm on.
Might be talking about
Effective on a fade. It doesn't have to be good looking, you know? Still holding her hand. Right. Boy, it is an interesting way to down a ball. It's what's
Come on, $3.
was Mark Sanchez, the butt fumble? Is that what?
Oh, yeah, going
Down
back a little bit. Yeah,
down,
that's
down,
right.
down the ball with your keister. I mean, that's one way to down the ball.
Yes. Back in his playing day.
Hey, well, that was at least a little bit better play than Mark Sanchez's.
There you go. All right, well, 14-7 it is still, so no points scored in the second quarter, all the points in the first.
Yeah, they've been trading blows like round 5. This quarter.
That's the one who has the touchdown for Northmor with that point that has a 25-point line.
Short rights. Around the middle of the field, it was open. You have short plays. They don't all have to be zingers. You don't all have to be zingers. And yes, sports have 3 passes over 20 yards. They don't all have to be that. And you're making them make plays. Upper Sandusky make plays, and especially when you're wide open in local. It's number 2. We're just using it.
2nd and 4 from the 26-yard line.
Twins both sides here. Spread miracles over the top.
Oh, no, right. Nothing more than that.
Yeah. I think from the slope I think they were helping clear both sides, and that would open something up for him to take off if the wide receiver routes opened up the ramp. Nothing opened up. They're hoping to maybe try and steal the next first few yards and remain pushed down. It's right. It's very short. To that corner. Nice and tip. Down play. So that
yeah.
Why are you dropping stuff for 30?
Boy, yeah, he's got it. Okay.
Listen, it's not rocket science here. If you have a good first down, you get 4 or 5 lessons. This you can have a wide playbook to read and take a chance to skate. A lot more things. And so every time that's had the ball, they've done something on first down positive. They've been moving the ball well. So,
How about the call? That's
and
that's 5 seconds. Okay. Remaining until halftime.
maybe I'll say over 3. Oh,
Nope. This more Rams.
I tell you what, that could have been really bad. There was 38 player wide open right down the middle of the field. Gavin Feist was wide open. And he did not release the ball, but
There was a throw. It's caught by well. He won the hold. Throw and use him. Stops it.
So
Yeah, enough for the first down.
but again, there's something play intended. So you don't have to take a bunch of first games on first down here again. Something positive. Don't have to be as there.
I don't know.
Didn't know that. Same thing again. It looked like you wanted to catch it and return. It's like you turned before he had in his hands. Just that would be a conversation piece at halftime. It's not a highly worked on thing. That's
Oh, shit.
hey,
There's always plenty to learn.
I catch the ball before you. That's false start. That's 5-yard ball. False start. Be offensive. Why is everyone blue? Well, puts you even more behind schedule. So, if you're in Northmor at this point, Upper Sandusky only had one timeout. So do a little adjustment here. So we can get sitting on the right here, keep staying in bounds, and maybe for Upper Sandusky, if you have to pump the ball away, you can burn that timeout and put that front ball.
Number 37
You know, thinking about that though,
in the air.
and Brandon Shepard making a nice play, not letting him get both of them. And time of tough throw there, that nine and then one again. Nice coverage, making that really hard ball to catch.
Got our history plays tonight brought to you by Lilly Industries.
Yeah, no, and again, it wasn't an awful throw because you can't let him throw that because he's right there. Shepard's right there, making play. So nice jump. So no pressure.
First down, man, on this ball. Make some trouble. Says Garrett in this game. It's going to be it's smart, and I don't think that's in the face.
It's actually a smoke play there. They you're out of the pocket, go beyond the last scrimmage.
Thank you for stopping.
It goes on beyond the sideline forever and ever and ever. So you just have to get it beyond there. And a lot of pressure coming there from the middle defensive part. There's no one open. It's exactly. Don't force anything, especially in your half of the field. Power.
Five. I'm 28.
And really, it's a dusty. They've been in that extra possession or quarters of the match where they had that tournament. They've been starting. Let's spot here around the center. So they haven't had a whole lot of a huge advantage. But the one advantage when they had that great return on the kickoff, they ended up scoring there. But here on offense ever since. So Northmor has been able to strap it on here, and they've been doing a nice job. Let's see what Dunn can do. Try and get something going. It's one time out in 42 minutes.
Stand 10, 5-yard line. Let's go. Turn. Down.
He just could not. He could not. It was like he just misplayed the throw. He was there and just didn't make a play. But yeah, it's 5 wide, just a little seam run, nothing super fancy. Nice play. Slacker on that. Okay. That was a good play. It's what's going on? Second locker of the boys.
Let's go out. He's going to roll down 3 minutes of life.
Yeah, that's fine. Welcome back to this job. This way they want to be let's see. Northmor, I think, feels, one meeting. Sandusky's kind of, you can hurry up. They only have that one time out, so. It's take your time to hurry up.
Yeah.
Right. And see there. Flies wide again.
And Dunn, this could be a huge opportunity for Upper Sandusky. They could take a 2-score edge on the road. On the point of third.
When this fire, she's the dog talking about there's a lot of stuff right here, and we need an extra kids.
And fire team, only one of the 7 first thing senior. They took for that. Oh, get it. It was great again. It's correct. It's catching the run of the frequency.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Northmor, you're Northmor. If you get a good return here, you still got 2 timeouts. Maybe you do something, but you do get the ball in the second half.
Yeah.
So it's not the end of all things, but I tell you what, Sandusky did a great job going down there, executing with a minute 42 to start the drive, and 2 plays later, it only took 2 big plays. Boom. So nice job. Good answer there for Sandusky.
Absolutely. All right. Well,
It'll be nice. Fumble.
7 degrees.
Upper Sandusky.
Get vital to
And it's Northmor has not necessarily been doing bad things. He's Sandusky making a great place, and it's led to some good strikes in the goal. Big piece.
It does appear it's more than rocket, but not much time remaining though.
Northmor, maybe 2 for 1 shot from the Morrow secondary. And I'm seeing here where they are now.
36-yard line.
And Twins right, but it's a close stat. So
Now they're changing. Yeah. Really jam.
So don't be necessarily surprised if you just see a quarterback running, going in, and recollecting at halftime.
So it's 32, 33-yard line.
Deep safety though. Yeah.
The right side.
Now good. Flying. You want to young line. And again, it's their 4th. So 20 years we're running. And that's the thing. They're down 21-7, but the execution and speed consistently. You got to do enough good plays, consistent plays that equal to a touchdown on a score some kind. They just have not seemed to be able to put that all together, except for the one drive.
Again, at those numbers from Tanner Miley, yeah, this is what he did last season. So no surprise, right? He's gonna back into that mix.
Yeah, he's a great thrower. He's made some great throws. It's just he's had some players drop some balls, just little things, and just yielded to not as many points as you would like to have in the first half.
So we did it to the 46-yard line on the quarterback. Like 10 seconds remaining until halftime. Would like to
This has to be a
cut the
big play.
deficit.
This has to be a big, deep play. Not
Back to Mike's not things with a slip tackle about the
Loss of what? One.
timeout so you can do a Hail Mary. It's not bad. You do that too. You know what? You can't take them with you.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, it's a no-brainer. Even though you're really inside the half of the field. Again, might as well get a timeout. Intercepted. It's one of who cares about that interception, kind of an interception. Go down there, never know. Move it up.
Little injury there.
Right. Yep. So,
Okay, well,
so they're going with an on front. And
down 3 seconds.
it's like they're almost
Scissor up top.
they're just going cover two.
Then it falls down. Get the putty. Well, Lester fell by a couple of touchdowns at home to Northmor, trying to get the payback up by 2 touchdowns heading into the break. So we'll take a short break. We'll come back and we'll have our halftime band show, of course, to get you some stats from the first half. So glad you're with us tonight for high school football on the OH Report and the NFHS Network.
We have 10 with rushes.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
had a great cover version of our partnership, but we couldn't play a show filled with the music from the 1950s without featuring an original song from the king of rock and roll. Ranked number 197 on Rolling Stone's 500 greatest songs of all time, this was the first song that Elvis's song publishers brought him to record, helping really launch his career in the 1960s. Here's the Ram Band closing things out tonight with Don't Be Cruel.
What do you have?
5-4.
Okay, go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Upper Sandusky, the 2026 Upper Sandusky Marching Ram Band.
Picture of the rosters.
Oh, pictures of the rosters.
Yeah.
That's Northmor. Do you want
We have like a parade one.
No. He just has to take a picture. Thank you. Don't worry.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to break up the volume. You hold on your neon lit runners travel back to a decade when the hair was big, the music was bigger, the phones had cords. The Marching Golden Knights are taking you on a musical journey to the 1980s, a decade of MTV, synthesizers, and songs that just get out of your head. Tonight's show features three iconic hits we'll have you singing along, and wondering, when did you ever get rid of that memorable jacket? So ready to go all in to the 1980s. Our selection comes from original pop sensation, whose 1985 hit in one of the most recognized songs of the decade. With its unforgettable synthesizer opening and a music video that took us this world of comic books. This song became an international sensation. We take you back to 1985 with Take On Me.
Surprised?
Do you remember the days when finding someone's phone number meant writing it down in a notebook instead of just saving it in your contacts? Well, Tommy made sure that one phone number made nearly impossible more yet. From 1981, here's the song that had an entire generation dialing. It exists at 53009. If you were anywhere near a movie theater in 1986, you couldn't escape the sound of fighter jets and Anderson's last From the blockbuster to Top Gun, this next selection gives you multiple soundtracks from Keegan and adrenaline. So fasten your seatbelts, put on your aviators, don't be afraid to enter the danger zone.
Oh, yeah. Jeremy's too young. He doesn't remember when that actually came out in theaters. Top Gun? The original. Oh, no. You're... I was too young. Yeah, you're advanced. Hey, don't rub your own nose in it right now, okay? No, I do like that movie.
Is it 22 now?
Danville out, sure not. Put up a little bit of their plate in the arm.
Yeah. Yeah, doesn't look like him.
Winning a football game right now.
Yeah, 14-10, 14-6.
Lean town.
Yep.
Taking a guy out at St. Mary's tonight.
Yeah. It was 7-0 earlier for weather delay.
Probably getting some of that.
The Golden Knights are going to be on place visitors. Northmor Golden Knights requires registration. Northmor Community. Encourage them to support of our
Pretty good last year. They barely missed it.
Thank you go to our music boosters who generously help provide instruments, equipment, uniforms, feeding our both of our servants and our reporters.
Running a small business isn't easy. Between work, family, and everything else, there's just not enough time in the day. Websites, Google, reviews, it all matters, but it shouldn't slow you down. That's where TMS Plus comes in. We make digital marketing easy, affordable, and effective. Sign up for TMS Plus Digital Essentials and get a free 1-month half-page ad in Town Money Saver magazine. TMS Plus. Easy, affordable, effective.
I like being able to give back to the community, and just our teamwork is really solid. It makes it an incredible place to work because a lot of people enjoy what they're doing and want to help out.
You get to learn every day. You get to meet very unique people. I get to interact with everyone from the clinical staff to the administrative staff. Everyone has something to offer. It's kind of like a million puzzle pieces coming together to make one large, beautiful piece.
I'm Steve Krall, president of First Federal Community Bank. And here at First Federal Community Bank, our playbook consists of the 3 C's: care, curiosity, and courage. Just like your team, our 3 C's strengthen our communities and our team here at First Federal Community Bank. On behalf of our team here at First Federal, we want to wish all of our area teams and coaches the best of luck this season. Yes!
Right, it is our halftime show brought to you by Northmor Athletic Boosters Upper Sandusky, leading at 21-7 at Northmor with Scott Cameron. I'm Kurt Richards, and while we're at it, let's thank all of our sponsors tonight, including the Northmor Athletic Boosters. Andy Bauer, Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Lilly Industries Incorporated, Ohio Means Jobs, Morrow County, Graham Auto Mall, Avita Home Health and Hospice, First Federal Community Bank, and TMS Plus Digital Marketing. We thank you all for allowing us to bring this coverage live and free to our audience. So, yes, I'll tell you what, quite a contest so far, and Upper Sandusky is really showing some things here, what we saw in that first half, Scott.
Yeah, it is closer than the score indicates, really. Even though we're looking at the pass yards, there's an obvious difference there, even overall total yards. But for 21-7, that turnover for Northmor, that was just a big hit there by Upper Sandusky. But Northmor was kind of moving the ball there, and it just kind of stunted them. And so what happened? There's a bunch of offense in the first quarter, and the second quarter was really just basically no man's land. There's one trench warfare kind of stuff until the very end. Some penalty yards, not a whole lot 40 yards. It was a pretty snappy first half in some regards, but straightened up a little bit. Nothing that's been super crippling for our team, but man, just enough bad things went wrong for Northmor that was bad. They could not execute and get enough good plays in a solid direction. But we're going to see what happens here coming out. I'm interested to see if that young man was healthy for the second half for Upper Sandusky. I think that could make a big difference. Going back with the offensive defense game.
One question, right? Yeah, playing both ways. That's so yes, just about 30 seconds away from the start of the second half, and we know that Upper Sandusky wants to keep applying the pressure because we understand just how tough Northmor is. So Golden Knights, they do not go away easily.
Right, and they showed that when they were down 14-0 and showed their mettle. And kind of looking around some of the other scorers inside of each of these conferences, it's a little bit of surprises on some regard, but right here we're dealing with two teams that are wanting potentially vying for draft spots and trying to sneak in. And like we said, it's a big measuring stick game for each team. And somebody back here, we got to make something happen. I kind of want to say keep up with Upper Sandusky.
Yes, this should be a start. And Northmor can get a scoring drive here. Upper Sandusky obviously not make that easy. So here we go. Off time. Nope.
You want him to be actually over right from the goal line. I heard Joe's looking for a quick one. All right, so that's a great one. That's what you want to see. That are Northmor. We're not too far away. You're basically in the middle part of the field. Again, going back to this first down. Just play.
He's still on 10, 25, it's not 10. Quarterback, that's the ball. He's get to himself. It's taking the rhythm, but it's not at all.
For that up, and then you change linebackers, line forward, and the linebackers help fill in the gap. And build the door, and then you had to get the call to fill in the seam. And they did that. Nice job by the linebackers filling it in there. Made it to a 1-yard gain.
It's a second down and 9 from the 36.
It's still a positive play. Now you got to get 4 or 5 yards. Yeah.
Flags, he's handing off the ball to Call.
Yeah, it's never good when you stop. Yeah. You can see that in the now. We're getting a little
Yeah, a lot of things.
So on the inside, why they Okay. I think we are 9.
Exactly. Right. 1. 5.
3 yeah, 3 yards in there. Each job he got to the second one, but those linebackers held firm. He would not let him go. But he broke the first one, and confidence wise, he was off the field. That's what you want. And he break it through that. When he twice, the running backs have not been really doing that for Northmor. So there it was. It's a good confidence for him, but we got to get this first down.
And all the Rams, right. To the line, stick on there.
Man, and his first armor was this off ball. He said, "You got to move the ball around. If you move it around, we're going to be in trouble." And they've been struggling with some of it. The backs have just not been producing, not being able to get through. Credit Upper Sandusky for doing a great job on their line. That's their pride on the defensive side. In line and that secondary, those safeties.
Yeah. Wiley's.
I think he got it.
Yeah, we try to do he was able to get it up.
This is fun. Yeah.
Or the first down, the 46-yard line.
You know, ain't always good. But that was just a little keeper, man. That's it. Gotta keep those chains moving. But here we are again, 1st and 10. See what they draw up. They've had some good success doing, I mean, you got a great tight end. Just do a little wide stick, get it right in the middle of that zone.
Line is back. Right side.
Man, hard hitting from Upper Sandusky, man. These Rams putting down his horns was great through. It is a 3-yard run. It's positive. This play is obviously important because it's going to dictate what you're going to probably do on that 3rd down play. It's going to make it easier or harder, obviously.
Second down and 7 from the 49-yard line. Nice snap. Kick it on to the certainly they are enthusiastic about how things are going down right now, and they should be.
Right, but see, the Rams are just literally they are putting their ears back in. Northmor's done nothing but very vanilla offensive strategy right here. Do something that make them. And now you're in 3rd and long. Now it's those. So now those ears get pinned back even more.
46-yard line. It's a big loss, obviously, and it does bring on the 4th down.
6-yard loss there. And yeah, that's that kind of stuff that I was saying. When you're pressure, you tend to make more mistakes. And full pressure by throwing tandem, hearing something, sloppy and leads to stuff like that. That's not the kind of start you want from Northmor. You better get a good head if you're Northmor. You have to get stuff on this one. That's funny. That's good. It's not that good. I got coverage to get down there. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're Upper Sandusky, you don't have to do it every time. But they ran twice, 5 wide, and Northmor had a lot of trouble covering that. And it looked like they ran the exact same thing, exact same play. They just went from the left side versus the right side.
Yeah.
And so one side was flies and the other one was a hitch go, and they got them on the hitch. So if you're Upper Sandusky, you know that if you can stretch them out, you can put a little pressure and stress on them and strain on them defensively. So it's interesting to see if Northmor is going to have any change of defensive strategies. Here you go. See, going right back to it, 5 wide.
Still 10 from the 30-yard line.
And you have to respect the run, too.
Dunn on a quick release over to the far side.
Here. Looks like 6. Yeah, and that's the thing. they're a little reluctant. They're a little scared about getting very deep in this. You know, look where it's he did it was on. Yeah, very slow. And so play soft. I'll take a 5-yard game. That's what exactly what he's doing. And I see him now. I mean, they're nervous. Very line and picking in high and not 35-yard line. And that's the kind of stuff that happens. You spread out 5 wide, you have to respect the pass, and that leads that great athlete like Dunn. Let him use his feet, let him use his legs. He can do it. And then you got the lead 21-7. There's no strain, there's no push. So just run our offense. And so in a way, Upper Sandusky's the author and Northmor's the pencil, and Northmor better turn around.
First and 10 before your line. Time with the carry.
Right, nice cut back to the middle, falling forward, gaining positive yards. Nice job by North in that. Forcing to go to the middle and clogging now. Good stop, but nice fall forward. 30 yards, a lot of good things.
Previous yard line. Amen. Yeah, getting opportunity this season. Outside 27-yard line. Klaus Simmons, the captain, flat.
That's down by North. There you go. That's free return. You're ready to tackle. I think that's on first. Wrap that pass. You had twins on the right with a tight Y, and you had a man in motion, jet motion going that side. It seemed like that's what's going to happen. And nice job by Northmor to read that. And good play. Nice job by Northmor being disciplined and executing defensively.
It's on 3rd down, 13 from the 40.
That's what you want for Northmor. Nice job defensive stand. You got to be disciplined here.
That's the snap.
Well, there we go. Right from here. I think he was outside the tackle box. It's close though.
Didn't make any line.
As long as you're outside the tackle box and you go across. Yeah, that was. I didn't really see it. Is there a replay? Was there a receiver in the area? I don't know. You know, here's the other thing. I mean, if other teams start watching that film, they know, hey, if we put pressure, on Dunn later on in the season, he might just start panicking and lose the ball. That's another thing Coach Hall might need to work with him on like game. Can't use time. Can be real bad.
Timeout.
Yeah, that's one of those things where you don't want to burn a timeout right there and kind of early like this, but you also don't want to push the ball back. So that's not a bad move. Lots of good time out there. Make sure you just execute. Hey, listen. I mean, we've had Ohio State coaches that I'm surprised they didn't punt on 3rd down, right? I mean, Jim Tressel, most important play is the kick, right? Special teams. So
we're in a completely different time now, it seems. So
how are we? I am somewhere in Miami, Ohio, only 7. Yeah.
Now, yeah, they right. All their games were close, but they could beat the top teams too. Yes, they've gotten
so interesting. The rule here for Northmor, and for you, it's kind of safer to go.
Take it. The Golden Knights. Really flew on that
22-yard run was that? 22-yard run? Strange.
Hey, except that one game you had to.
Listen, here's the thing. Something funny that has a good time to call that timeout. Northmore even looked like they were ready for like a secret time kind of thing, but hey, Jesus, come on. Yeah. That looked funny. It looked funny. It's very boss tree on it. It's very looks funny. Okay. You know, great play. Just yeah.
Happened. Yeah, they just sort of slipped there and was trying to make the play. And
Well, while they're attending to him here,
yeah,
again, Northmore did everything they need to do there defensively. Upper Sandusky just made plays. So in a way, these two teams have been just trading blows of making plays when they need to make plays. At times, just Upper Sandusky has made more of them, and by virtue had the 21-7 lead. And you also see in this game both coaches willing to take chances. Northmore had 4th and long. They went for it. That's going to touch you. Best had 4th and long. And they should punt the ball, but they do a fake punt. I mean, both coaches have showed some chutzpah. You know, we get some chances. You don't always do that in the first game. Very small. Yeah. But week 1, non-conference squad, sure, you know, whatever.
I hear you.
So it's been entertaining in that front.
Definitely an adventure here.
Yeah. So some cool play calls and show some guts and glory here, both sides.
Jackson playing able to get up. He was on power. It was a good sign for him. 15. Gonna settle up a little more.
Okay, incomplete.
His team, that was
They've had a lot of problems trying to explain their well, what if they had, they completed by 2 inches right over the defender's hand. Northmore's doing a great job defending that, combined with Upper Sandusky not executing those. I don't know how many more of those have called.
well,
Because here's the thing, I mean, that so it can happen where you flip that up, someone picks it off and runs back 70.
13, offside, not there. That's a real.
Yeah, just an athlete making a play, taking off, gains 3 yards, but clearly that's not enough. However, you are in a position with you and towards the middle. All right, 3. So if you do it, and punter out, punter / running back.
Yeah. Gotta go on that there, right?
Look at this kick. Look at the kick. I got we're gonna have the time ball.
54 yard.
Bovey. Yeah, Bovey. Yeah.
Did have a 47 yard last season. He's not 6 not there at the time. So the score does remain 21-7.
Here's the thing. It's almost like they didn't make that play in decision early enough. He's running out there and he's like, look, let's look. And it's just, that's no different than truck running down. You're out there trying to kick the game. It's hard to do. So, you let him line up regular without having a run. He's going to make that kick. The fact that he kicked that halfway to the end zone, it's impressive.
Yeah, you know what he just got so shortly. So from the 20, down there, balls to get away. I mean, White Kennedy is in position to make the play for Upper Sandusky, 2nd down.
Yeah, of course, you cannot return a short kick in high school. Back and then they started the 20 yards, the ball 40. Again, positive. 3 yards, you know.
7.
And another 2 yards. If you do, make it 3rd and draw. But now you got to execute and run the game. Again, he's being very vanilla. Yeah, very vanilla. I mean, Ryers is going to probably make that ice cream. You know, if they haven't already, but very vanilla. And at some point, you got to change it up. Is there an out? Can you do an out route or something? Someone's got to get open in the middle. This is not drawing. This is not. So going to work out. Nice job by Northmor grabbing the balls and getting the holding in that. So, you allow your athlete quarterback to run up, get rid of the ball, time of another day. But that kind of throws right into the Sandusky. That's control of their football. Keep it on this half of the field. Ball back control the front. So, the number of opportunities for North from there is about 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Main thing, yeah, they got to get stops every 10.
Yeah. She gets stopped every time. For a turnover, where chances are limited. So, yeah.
Yeah, let us get out. Those are a flat game here for Upper Sandusky on this night. Well, he's doing it all over the place.
Yeah, that was an excellent return though. Found that crease on the left-hand side of it where all their gunners tend to go right to the middle and coagulate right in the middle. And he saw the seam, adjusted the seam, and got off the ball. Went for it. So now you're up to that's gunners. Now putting on the right side of the field, got a CLI. I mean, you've got it's your luxury. And
They do not want to squander this opportunity. Obviously, if we're saying 10, 25-yard line position, you know, then we want to go for with the 21-7 leads. We head toward the 3-minute mark of this twin volume.
Back to race.
The hands into complete.
I think he was supposed to curl, and he didn't curl. He just kind of stopped, and so instead of running into the ball was thrown away from him, and he threw his hands up. Put your hands in the air. And, boy, man, he kind of got lucky because that's the kind of thing that happens. Put your hands in the air, you tip that ball, someone runs back 7. But take it pretty fast. Another day, 5 water. Get 20 yards. Make it another, make it 30. Relatively, that's what you're going to have in 3rd and 10. Why?
They don't come up with it first, then not be happy with it.
Right to the field goal. But here, here's the thing though. For Sandusky's there, TikTok, they just keep running the ball, and
that's smart.
So it's not a bad play either. Make it nice, easy.
Yeah.
There's some things to work on this one, Kirk.
And
still work on it. And here comes my guy. I was talking to you actually before the game. Pretty nice young man. You know, he is there's a kid young man, another man who's a freshman, and he is teaching him everything he knows. And I said, "Cool, look, who taught you how to do stuff?" Just kind of me and not a coach, and I just kind of kept doing it. And I played soccer. I said, "So how do you guys keep finding these kickers?" And he goes, "Well, we do this kick it and you win money or something like that. They do it Upper Sandusky." And then he goes, "Yeah, I did that in the 8th grade and made a let's say like 30 or 40 or something like that. And he goes, coach comes up and says, "Hey, what are you doing?" He goes, "I play soccer." He goes, "Playing football next." That's right. And so the young man that he's mentoring, and this kid, Kobe's a junior, and he's mentoring a freshman to take over. That right there is legacy. Coach Hall talked a lot about legacy, building men, building leaders. And so really that edifies. What he's doing is edifying. Coach was trying to do that for Sandusky. And Northmor's got a great program. They're trying to run their so, two great communities. You should be proud of them for the fourth of the team. Oh yeah. As I mentioned, the team. Back 27 yards. 5 is the long for the season to go. This week, okay. Well, there is a flag. Okay. There is a penalty. We'll be on Northmor. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So it's going to be which turn does he get? And judging from the north side, it's going to be another deal with it. You can kind of see that up. Kind of meeting it's going. No, hey. It's retry time. Go for it now. Oh, he's going it. Oh, I see what's on rain. No, we're going to get for Northmor, that's not at all what they're wanting here, especially everything by the two schools and then how you can't have a field goal, which would be an easy one. I start kind of wondering, I brought the offense back up. I mean, you're 4th and 5, and you're on the right to which if I'm Upper Sandusky, or just take the points, it's possession game. No, so it's not good for it. Yeah, I'm saying 37 yards out. See, and let's go get ours. Also seeing that still like fine now. Makes it for 2-7. In favor of Upper Sandusky. My goodness. That was a good coaching call there. Coach Hall looking at a 3-possession game. Now you really put the pressure on walking on. Like I said, they are going to have maybe 3 more possessions here. Unless some major defensive plays are made. So Northmor doesn't really feel the pressure now. I don't want to say they have to score, but they have to score. They have to score. They have to score. So that's it. They have to score. Even if it is a field goal, they got to do something. Or the fat lady is putting the tape in the tape player and getting ready. So Northmor's got to do something here. Moves the ball down the field. They've been able to do that, just not consistently, and got to execute. And this might be the thing that forces Northmor to get away from small, short runs. And you got to take some chances, man. You got to break out and give some shots. He's got these tall athletes. They got push. Give him a chance. 3 draw on the short side. There you go. For a good year. Sir. Your turn. That's good for Northmor. Now keep in mind. You can't let Northmor. They really don't have no race out. They don't. They've got to go now. I was listening to the Joe Burrow interview about where they are in the front office. And it's very evident, Joe Burrow. No, we're down. We got to go now. And it's like, yeah, you can't keep wasting time. You know, like at some point, you know,
Our kickoff.
yeah, that's a once you know, you gotta let the ball fly.
It's only when you're in the
The man down here.
He's got a bad attitude. Ain't about 36.
He got wood knocked out. That's all it is. A good little pass there, but that man, you know, where was that? The whole third quarter there, the interceptions he had doesn't have to be fancy. They're short.
36, 10 o'clock.
You know, at some point, Kirk,
yeah.
that Tanner Miley is a great player, great thrower, great runner, but he's a great thrower. You've got to trust your players. Got to trust your athletes. So we're gonna see what they do on this possession. Hey, so we got a little bit of time here. You been hearing anything about the Buckeyes?
Oh, yeah. It's, the thought is, the whole preseason polling thing is a little bit dangerous and dicey, but it's also fun. And there's this type of talent, especially on offense.
Yeah, if it's here's the thing, it's interesting. They're in a position like these two teams. They got a returning quarterback, they got a returning lineman. There's question marks about some spots, you know, athletes wise, who's going to fill in the spots, right? And so we've seen tonight, we've seen some of those Robertson. But Northmor has shown that too. And we're kind of an interesting trade about Wilson.
Lucas.
It's a spring here. We got but hey, nice pressure from the backside there, forcing Miley to run, throw on the run, and that's really hard to do, especially when you're making a streak route. And typically when you do that, you're going to underthrow it. Guess what happened? You underthrew it. So nice pressure from the backside there. We got a prayer.
These conditions, I hear you. Right now.
It's August.
Yes, still will. What? Also everything.
And so going to be 4th and 1. Obviously, you don't have a choice. It's go time. It's go time. Oh man. Joking, not joking. It's hot out there. Yeah, it's August. And we got maybe 2 long. But it's
because they're not pushing taking time off the bench.
Listen, man, it's hot. It's been lucky.
Yeah,
these players have been gone. They've had 2 scrimmages. Week 1, you're amped up. Body's not ready for the loss of fluids, and you're so excited and you're jittery, and then you finally get out there, and typically things happen, man. And you're seeing some players kind of getting achy, and even then, if you're dehydrated and stuff, that's when you tweak muscles and stuff, and goofy things happen. So hopefully these players recuperate, and they're just getting your little cramps in there, tweaks that you can work through.
Back out there. All right.
Big play. Big play, obviously. Seems more and more like not. I mean, you look there, but you wonder if he just runs under center. He does.
Let's not take it.
Yep.
You better get it going.
Success.
You take that first down any day.
Yep.
If they can. Yes. So,
5-yard clear. Here's the thing. They're down 3 possessions. They have 5 yards passing is mark. Again, at some point, not a lot of fun. Gotta take a chance. And it's good to be that before the end.
Way back.
In the yard. It's one of the things where you can't set up anything at this point. There's no setting up. Oh, set up. There's no setting up. You just got to. And this is, unfortunately, this is going to be one of those things right here. It's on might be this way.
God.
There you go. Get up. 6 year max. Now they have 61 yards passing. That's exactly what I said in the reel. First quarter done. I take a shot downfield. One into that fourth quarter, you feel like you're in a little bit of a ball game. And so, Upper Sandusky, you're going to get the ball back and go out to run a play. 7 seconds in the clip for six. Well, listen, on the flying here. See what happens. Go fly. This is something. When you guys get over for B-dubs later, I'll meet you there. Thanks for someone after me. They do their good. No games tomorrow, so they games are filling out. They're going to watch the games. Yeah. Yeah. Encouraging that. Oh, there. Yeah, decline it. So here's the thing. If you can get it down to where Upper Sandusky has to run a play, still in the second or in the third quarter before the end, and you can start the fourth quarter with 2nd and 10 or something like that. Kind of feel like maybe switching that momentum a little bit there for you. So you go in feel a little bit better. So going to be interesting to see what happens here to kickoff, and if there's time to do one play, and if they get a good defensive stop, you go and feel better. There's a lot of what ifs, right? So, but nice job there, taking that shot downfield, paid off, and you're back in a ball game. Once again, you see how important and wise that field goal was, and how costly those 2 penalties were. Right?
Very much so.
Yeah. And that's you hate saying, could that be the difference? We don't know. That could be the difference in score. What the difference in game? A person that's going to take it. I tell you what, I was really impressed by both bands during halftime. They did a great job.
Sure did.
I mean, everyone knows Upper Sandusky's got a great band. I really enjoyed watching them, but Northmor did a great job too. I'm impressed by them. Good for the community to see that, and coming out here supporting those kids. Man, whether it's cheerleaders or band or even these football kids, man, it's getting out here and seeing this stuff. And we do appreciate you watching the course on here, but if you get the chance, support these kids, man. I mean, there's so many other things kids could be doing now, and they're out here playing their butts out, doing what they can do for you. Folks, I know you're watching online, but support them. Go support them. Go to the game. Get a nice hot dog. And sure she's good kids to her. Whoa! Wow. That's a half hour. Wow. Clean half hour with the big burning play right there. He ran straight at and drove on it. And if he didn't, that ball is going to bounce and they now for an interesting that's the thing, and you never know. So here we go. Upper has to play. At least one.
I was thinking forgetting it forward, yes, something.
And if if I'm Upper Sandusky, I'm running. Run the ball. Because here's the thing, what you don't want to do, you don't want to pass through a short pass incomplete, and now you have to run a second play. And as you go into the fourth quarter, 3rd and long, it doesn't feel good. So I would. You got a great athlete back there. Trust him with his feet. Run him.
20-yard line. 6 again. First toss. Yep.
All right. Even more reason to run the ball. You know what?
Backing them up.
Granted, I'm just throwing this out there. I know we did the 5 wide thing and they had success. I have not seen Upper Sandusky do the run left, throw right. Yeah, I've not seen them go back to that.
The ground.
Yeah, sure. Good play. Smart play.
I'm Steve Krall, president of First Federal Community Bank. And here at First Federal Community Bank, our playbook consists of the 3 C's: care, curiosity, and courage. Just like your team, our 3 C's strengthen our communities and our team here at First Federal Community Bank. On behalf of our team here at First Federal, we want to wish all of our area teams and coaches the best of luck this season. Yes!
See your replay. What you miss?
Just missed moments ago. Could have been a big one.
Oh,
Was there. And
yeah.
Oh,
And I'm looking at the angle. It looked like he was in the angle where he's looking right in the light on that, and he's just by looking at where that was, that he might have lost it. Oh,
and it's 3rd down. Or
they're long. I mean, if you're Northmor, that's what you're wanting. So, now if you're Upper Sandusky, this doesn't mean get up tight. Now here they take a timeout. It doesn't mean get up tight. Don't to run everything, but on 3rd and long, what I would not do, I would not run a screen pass here if you're Upper Sandusky. I know it's tempting to run something like that on 3rd and long. They're trying to kill clock and if guaranteed
yeah.
But they've had some really tight screen passes. Now, if you want to run a wide receiver bubble or something like that, that's a better completion. Get the ball out flats or extra score. That's understandable. I would not run it that screen. Something that's guaranteed possession is
Getting to the 30-yard line and more try the first round.
Yeah, that's what you're like right now. So, great job with your team. Which works down there. Again, if you're Northmor, service, but there, take goodness, making piss off in it.
Okay, what is that? Play again.
The sets are coming back.
Are they?
Like, people are buying CDs. I mean, it's a We fought for years to get rid of those things. Yes. It's like short shorts. Guys wearing short shorts. It's like, you know how hard we fought to get rid of those things? Man, I know people are like, oh, I want to see the hair on your legs.
Oh my goodness.
Nice ponder.
Raw. In comments. 37 to 25 looks like it's taking the rest at the 22.
Yeah, that was
Going to yard line. Northmor's got to go to Welch and surrounded.
right. I was just saying, this little white step, yeah, right there, right in the middle of the defense, dump it off. That's exactly what it was. That's all they have to do on that first down. Keep them honest, short, positive, 26. Or
Walker post continuing to move 10-20. Remaining in the fourth, trailing at 24 to 14. Snap gas. So the flag was out. See if this one seems back.
yeah, maybe some.
Yeah, I heard the extra business there. Yeah, we got to get our attention. Yeah.
You know, the thing I've seen with Northmor, whenever they are running the ball, they have not been able to consistently get down blocks past the first level. Now, that time they had one kid that did down block this one didn't get there. So they are not getting through the whole stuff and then their block is not getting through second level. So they're kind of getting just pumped and it's not finding spots. Yeah, he's not finding spots offensively to move the ball and pushing this one, man. We're clogging those lines and they're not getting pushed. 15 yard. I think there's a little chirping bird. Weather flag, man. Oh boy.
Seth let him have it. I'll be unsportsmanlike.
Yeah,
Should have happened earlier.
Right there,
I have a feeling that
Should have happened earlier.
maybe they're cooking.
How you coach me.
Well, I grab it. You don't see there at the front. Seniors there ain't no ticket. Sunday they find himself permanently in the church office.
Oh no.
Yeah,
See? Upper Sandusky is driving the Wofford are not getting in a row and just stagnant. And they have no rush to get to the second eight. And so
We got that.
40. And again, you keep beating your head and say, well, you don't have a whole lot of time to chunk away.
Oh, we haven't seen enough.
You gotta do something.
Second and 9 from the 40.
I'll be talking. Yep. So, yeah, nice pressure there.
That's right. I mean, all of the Rams is making things difficult for Tanner Miley in this game. And yes,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, nice play there by Rowan Kennedy, senior, 6'1" senior. Defensive lineman also looked like he was he was just neglected right in the middle. It looked like he was like a blitzing Mike.
Yeah.
And it's like what fans? Sure, looks here for this. Not particularly. You know. Yeah, too bad. You know what was nice about that? Yeah, what's great about that? Tanner Miley did not he collected the ball, not good. He watched his receivers, read that. Two progressed that. Second progressed. Read that. The receiver with a nice ball. Wasn't running around. He wasn't panicking. Oh. Yeah, that was a great throw, great pass. Stand and throw. Stand and deliver. Stand 21 line. But again, if we go back and I said his feet were dancing there. I mean he was wide open, but watch his feet. When his feet are solid and he stands and delivers, feet pat. Mm-hmm. You don't need to do that. Stand and deliver. Right. And you'll notice that when he's like that, he just does not. Yeah. Time.
Going forward, this year just back when he has the ball.
Inside sweep got 7 yards, I believe.
16. So yeah, the small legs.
6 ball. Good job. Making third match. We'll see what they do here. Turn for the
No, and off.
Oh, tough. Can't tell. Not I seen the black sheep who just started staying next to me. Yeah, it doesn't do it right. Oh, now I hear you.
We definitely want to keep walking on that.
Just stop quick. Stop quick. A little bit.
I don't know.
You can't start listening to my side. Yeah, responded. So they're going to have one more possession. Who can match up? They've done 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Like I see the results on all of those sides.
Got the 12
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fun boss.
Probably enough. Yeah.
Perfect.
Hey. We got ourselves a ball game for.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
And that field goal makes all the difference here. For now. But yeah, Upper Sandusky, you don't need to clam up and get tight. Just like ball control of touches. The thing is, they've got the athletes to do it. They've got a great short passing game. Got done. They can do those things. They've got solid line. They can hear. Not. So I've actually looked these penalties from here on out. You can't have no penalties. Grissom, can't do any more penalties. Upper Sandusky, you can't do any more penalties. Northmor, even more. No penalties. If more, you can't get a penalty and then not get the ball. So You got to play clean ball from here.
7:31 to go. Yes. This is fantastic game.
But it's been a game where paying somewhere. Big games for Keegan when they've all been and you'll be bank. I'd be fully from here. This happened. Yeah.
Run about a little bit.
Yes. Trying. See what they do. And let's see. So now they're going back to that 5 wide.
Get done. He's got some options out of this. Time starts to rain with our trouble.
Yeah, nice job. That was a clear spread them out, run play. And that's exactly that's a great play design, great play call. Lots of tricking into the line. So you put that string on Northmor. And I kind of moved more of a chance to knock him down for sure. And he's really average. Dunn made a good job going forward for the first time. Here we go.
36-yard line. On a quick release. Move side. This triple slide.
What the suspect? 43. What's the suspect?
Moving from the streams. Instant replay.
So, Upper Sandusky necessarily super well as that. But that's a nice short play, and they go right back to that 5 wide. Been working, man. Good.
The far side.
Good job by Northmor not give us one play.
Some workers. Really track him down.
I got to clear it down. 95. Swing it out.
One.
Sure, it's a different pass. So that right there, where I was saying they haven't had a great half pass and they turned right around and boom. They've been using that 5 wide, and they've had a lot of success with that tonight with the 5 wide. And it's put a lot of strain on Northmor. They like 4-3 cover 2, and so when you start doing 5 wide, we're gonna put a lot of strain on you defensively. He's capitalized on it so far. And so, nice play calling by the coordinator. And here's the thing. If you're Northmor, you can still force Upper Sandusky to take a field goal, but then you start wondering, now you're only up 6, and Northmor scores, puts the PT, that's done.
Finish it off, sure.
Right. So, I mean, it's Upper needs to score a touchdown if they want to either run the clock out or start to give 6 minutes.
10-25 for his payment. There for Nathan. It's a move on my ball. What he's doing. He's still been up. Go anywhere close to out of bounds if we can help it. And then that clock running.
He's clock running. Hold on to the ball. No penalties. And but you had that feeling of Upper kind of
Well,
You need a score touchdown, you know, because Northmor's got its name.
He wasn't that big, but I don't know if it's all good with him. Reason pretty good sized business. Yes.
See, they go to the hall. They're
9 from the 24.
twins running back.
It's up here at the quarterback. It's a recovery and forward.
That's a good positive play. It's making it 30 minutes. Opens up the field. We have some options. We have 4. So
The guys we got out there.
what they do here, if they, it's one of the things. 5 wide down here doesn't work because of space comes up. But
There we go.
But
We're at the 20.
they were doing 5 wide, man. They did some sort of wide receiver screen. That'd be good, but it doesn't look like they're
Like this one, making
nature.
Third and 5.
Power run too low.
No, what's the
Good job by moving more. Calm down. It's kind of the goal line stop. Tackle. Yeah.
Charge.
And I went down there. Jackson was playing not low and kind of took away the footing of the back there. Now it's going to be 4th and 5. And again, you start kind of thinking, okay, well, if we get obviously, you got a great kick like Keegan on there kicking, but is that going to be sufficient? So the conversation is taking place right now. Or there's a split screen on.
They're going to It's like it's cleaned up someone else.
They're going for that's the thing. I think they feel too. Remember, they need to score a touchdown.
They're gonna try to. I think they're gonna try to draw them up sides.
So, 4th and 5. They may try and get in the drill and get a depends on
That hasn't wanted to the right. I need some pressure to throw.
What it is, like I said, it's some good checks tonight. That was the game. That was the point. That's the point where you go forward and you're going to win the game. And this game is not a little bit of an SEC game where it's wild, crazy stuff, and coach trying to make a lot of decisions. But we're going to come to the stage rather than that's it. Out 6. Like I said, they made the decision. They're going for it. They're going to go try and win the game, and they're successful at it. So kudos to Muskie there.
Got blocked.
But now they have to keep everything trust them defensively. If Northmor, now they've got to go again.
I don't think he's winning.
A game that's missing Herrings. It was like was on a cutback, and then Upper comes up with that play. But and I see the clock, and I figure 4 definitely remaining, so it's plenty of time for the Golden Knights.
I mean, it's time.
They gotta go.
They gotta go 2 times.
We're like freshman rush.
Do.
All right, Keegan.
That's good.
Yes. And Industries to bring it up.
It's about funny.
Yeah, runs to the 30. I said they are giving him the 30-yard line. Well done. Okay. Well,
If Northmor wants to, if North wants to remain in this game, they have to score in the next minute.
yeah, that's that's problem.
52. So, especially if they're not teaching enough, you got to go quick. So, look for some sort of long play. We know Upper's right. We have two safeties in. They're going to play blue.
The snap handled by Miley. They make something happen here. It's been can't.
Terrible feed. Wiley. Now, positive yards, run out of bounds, stop the clock. Sure.
Stop there. 3:56. Brings up. That's a low end thing.
But then I almost say,
That's it right now. She has a bunch of there and does keep the clock moving. 11-4, that is a yard line. So,
everybody. It's going to be
that's not there from what I can tell. Now when it comes down, it's going down now.
Yeah, that is obviously so.
Right.
That's where you're not trying
Really. That's where we're going to have to distance side. We're saying, come on. Down. Going to be 2:56 away.
for Upper Sandusky, anything to run from here. Everything is around. You are oh so short, oh so close to being a victory formation rate. Everything's already from here. And also everything is potentially third down territory. It's a field goal. You don't want to have a field goal blocked. You know what I mean? And they run back and get a touchdown. So everything's 4 down territory.
What you're saying of
You want to be start defensively expecting that it's not going to be certainly here. We're just thinking. Yeah, upper high. We have the 245 and counting down, second down.
Telling you, everything is for the pain is south. And drag them out of bounds, especially run that close to the sideline. I don't know. It should not be a time to run any sweeps or tackles or anything. I know I dogged offense, but keeping everything inside these hash marks would be a wise thing right now. Nothing's benefiting from inside the tackle.
No question. Yes. You see the situation.
Yeah. Don't make it
Wow. Once the center. Oh my God.
So, thing. And person this is not never seen it. So when all of a sudden you're going up, you're in, things happen. Sometimes things happen. And with more, they've got to do something. No, it doesn't matter. Honestly, because they've got score, they got to do something. So just give it that. So you really want to take cheers. And you just frying. So it's like, yes, it's right. The spot after the match. Pretty good. But even if you were to go back to that, his leg is swinging as he's throwing that ball, and it just was not accurate.
See it right here.
Like he's just so swinging, his hip is still swinging. He hit it right. Just not. In the throat.
That's the first one to get a hand on him, and just good teamwork for Upper Sandusky.
Nice job by senior captain to finish that play and get a sack. Good job putting on to the ball there by Miley too, and not just throwing it right the field. So, yeah, the next person that I have Sandusky, like kind of
There's a front throw investigation.
So, you live one more day at least, but get up. You're gonna have to deal with the back.
Yeah.
He's a weird type.
I didn't injury. Timeout right there.
Yeah. He's scrambling around and watching you start changing direction. You're starting to move into the oncoming traffic, and he's just trying to make the play and get rid of stuff. And
Well, tonight, yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of big hits, and yeah, I mean, this has been a really hard-hitting game.
Yes, it has been a hard-hitting game. Both teams, and Miley himself has delivered big plays. So both teams have been hitting really hard week one, and I mean that stuff takes a toll, man. Just does, and what he looks up and is okay. But now you're Northmor managed to leave us with you back at cornerback, and talk about a high pressure spot.
Absolutely.
You turn around there, there's nothing. And you just made that throw. You thought jazz. That's it. You love not to need day. Maybe it's got the only more problem, you know. He's got solid play, but for needs him in there. I mean, obviously, right now, he'd like to. He looks like he's fine, which is good. Here, it's good.
Second, good.
Yeah, no,
So not a pause.
yeah, really. The best play to go.
Make sure you.
Don't sticks. They still got a heartbeat. My good day. Go quickly. And the clock stops, so that benefits them, but they still got to score in about a minute.
The 44. Now he puts it all on the wrist around. Use it as.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's the third time he's gone. Yeah. Wow. We went high and got lower. 15 up. So that's gonna
talk about him.
Yeah.
I get to see it on our new players.
Easy, Paul. Yeah. Stop. Offsetting penalties? To the official
Should be targeting. No way, that should be targeting.
see what they're doing with it. So official.
That's not interference.
I had noticed that.
Offsetting penalty. Bad call.
That's targeting.
Penalty is well.
This target.
So like 75.
Yeah, that's it. Not cold swallow for the information. We also try. We got
Manny.
and we always had a couple of simple and made good reception. Yes, and where it's that that's not about it. That's not about it. Good call. This thing just didn't connect. But here's the thing. You still on line deep throws like that. At some point, you take some like Welch back or cut him right up the middle, run a seam right up the middle, it might be open. Look, I mean, look at the secondary. Everyone's split.
See football game. Faded there to the runner placing positions.
Last on three. Yeah. We go. All time now. Reset. You don't need time any and get 2 scores of 11 outside kick. When they starting to be anything. That's right. My pressure was meant to not make
This one right on right there. They just working mode. One remaining, down by 9.
For desperation, you can also get them. We have to get first down here. Rather guys do a big play like near the end zone, but it's going to be first down. It's communication at the front. Some folks. So Upper Sandusky State Foundation for there's no movable. It's up in front, Upper Sandusky. Why do you look at the revenge for the
Mystery definitely starting. We've already had the things that Russell Hall was telling us is he's got a lot of seniors and juniors this year. Yeah, he's the first points difference between the sophomore and junior, 15 plus, and 8 remains. A lot of cases down. He says he was really excited about the so many of his players have experience, even though some of them much playing time last year because one for the other senior for just in the air.
So, right. And that's
Next year as well, not just later.
Talking one is Saturdays, they're from Christian West for bigger day. And we see that athleticism documents. It's there.
He's doing out.
It's nice because Northmor doesn't have anything to hang your heads up. It was just hard to get things consistently rolling. And they fought hard, they played. It's not. Because I want to take them out on all. So, makes sense. Let's get this.
Running a small business isn't easy. Between work, family, and everything else, there's just not enough time in the day. Websites, Google, reviews, it all matters, but it shouldn't slow you down. That's where TMS Plus comes in. We make digital marketing easy, affordable, and effective. Sign up for TMS Plus Digital Essentials and get a free 1-month half-page ad in Town Money Saver magazine. TMS Plus. Easy, affordable, effective.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
In business and ag banking, it's not just about the numbers, it's about the people. At First Federal Community Bank, we believe relationships are the foundation of every successful partnership. We can help you grow your farm through various ag programs, including working with our local FSA offices, as well as Farmer Mac. We have many commercial business programs to help make your day-to-day operations easy and convenient. Because when you bank with us, you're not just a customer, you're family.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
jobs, Morrow County MVP, and we've got Kason Godfrey in the house. Huge game for you, Kason. 3 touchdowns and obviously that game-sealing interception. What can you tell us about how you were able to be so effective on both sides of the football tonight?
Yeah, no, it just all starts with film work. All week we've been preparing, being on every side. Honestly, it's just try to effectively film as much as you can.
Yeah, so, I was talking with you a little bit earlier before we got going for this game, and you were talking about how you think this new class could do some special things, and roughly all your head coach said the same thing. So there's a significant difference between sophomores and juniors and seniors. Last year, I think you had a couple of touchdowns, you had 3 tonight. What are some of the differences that you would say you've experienced yourself now that you are a senior, going out there doing the thing?
I think this year the mentality is just, completely different. We're so tight-knit. Like, we've been playing ball together for midget league days. We all know each other very well. We're confident in each other to make plays and do what we're supposed to do. So I think just us being on the same level is just great.
And how have you been really connecting with your quarterback, Keegan Dunn? This is his second season as the starter, and last year, a lot of the targets went to Josh Howman, who has since graduated. Now it looks like you are going to be a huge focal point working with him. What's that dynamic been like?
We've grown up together. We've been best friends since first grade. I mean, we hang out all the time, in and out of school, in and out of practice. Like, we're just tight. And on the field, last year, I didn't play as much. We had some good guys. I think I had to step up. He stepped up too. So together, we're solid.
Well, as you know, Northmor was able to get you last year at your field. You turned the tables here. Now Gilead, I believe, is next for you, and that's another team that's obviously really strong. And just the thoughts getting ready for the Indians as you may try to get that team.
I think last year they dominated us on the line. I mean, they run the ball really good. But I think this year we got great up front, so I think our front guys did a great job. And I think we can cover a lot of good people in this league. So as long as we stop the run, we'll be good.
That sounds like a solid plan to me. So before we go, we like to do. We like to get some shout-outs. If you wouldn't mind, just give us some shout-outs tonight before we close it out.
Shout out to my mom and dad. I wear this bracelet for my dad right here, orange. And shout out Bohan, my coach. Great guy. I see him all the time. Coach Russell Hall. And Coach Stuff. I mean, this is a big game for him, so it's not Coach Stuff.
Right on, and you definitely delivered, those 3 touchdowns and that huge interception at the end to close the deal. So congratulations, Kason Godfrey, our Ohio Means Jobs Morrow County MVP.
Running a small business isn't easy. Between work, family, and everything else, there's just not enough time in the day. Websites, Google, reviews, it all matters, but it shouldn't slow you down. That's where TMS Plus comes in. We make digital marketing easy, affordable, and effective. Sign up for TMS Plus Digital Essentials and get a free 1-month half-page ad in Town Money Saver magazine. TMS Plus. Easy, affordable, effective.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
In business and ag banking, it's not just about the numbers, it's about the people. At First Federal Community Bank, we believe relationships are the foundation of every successful partnership. We can help you grow your farm through various ag programs, including working with our local FSA offices, as well as Farmer Mac. We have many commercial business programs to help make your day-to-day operations easy and convenient. Because when you bank with us, you're not just a customer, you're family.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
All right, it is a final 30-21 as Upper Sandusky able to get the victory here at Northmor. With Scott Cameron, I'm Kirk Richards, and yeah, just overall good work by the Rams. And yeah, they wanted to come in here and make a statement. They certainly did, and they seem like they are hungry for more.
Yeah, and what we really saw was Upper Sandusky came out hot, man. Northmor, I won't say they were flat at the beginning, but they just were flat at the beginning. And so things were not clicking initially, and really they just kind of got so far behind that lack of consistency caught up with them at the end, and they were trying too hard to make some plays, and it just didn't quite happen for them. But they didn't quit, man. They kept fighting. They forced that fumble at the end, and they just ran out of gas. But I mean, you're looking at these stats here. First downs wise, I mean, look at that. Northmor beat them in that statistic. Total yards, yeah, sure. Upper Sandusky had a lot more yards, but you also look at the turnovers, 2-1, and you were still right there in the ball game. The penalties really hurt both teams. Sloppy week one game. It really hurt Upper Sandusky with the 30-yard. The 15 and 15.
Yeah, backs, yeah.
And then that gave Northmor an opportunity to stay in the game. So, a couple little things, but what really showed through for me, Upper Sandusky, their line is solid. They have a great line, and it's very clear. They've figured out their playmakers now. And I know you and I talked about this, but I haven't talked about this on air. When I was interviewing Coach Hall, I said, so who are some players that you've seen develop over this offseason? He said, you'll find out Friday night.
That's right.
And I even asked him tonight, I was one-on-one with him. I said, hey, man, no one's around, just you and me. Who are some players I should look for tonight that you're going to execute? He goes, you'll find out. I'm like, where's this Bill Belichick? and we saw who it was. So nice job by Upper Sandusky. Malka, they're going to have their hands full with this, and so next weekend. So nice try by Northmor. Just they got behind the 8 ball early, and it's hard to catch up with the lack of consistency. But man, they fought hard. But most importantly, on the field during the game, both teams they represent their community well, and the bands did well, and the cheerleaders did well, and all that stuff. So it's all the things that make high school sports great. It was edified here tonight.
There, and Yeah, I like the whole atmosphere of it myself, so I think that's the way you got to go about it. So it does appear that Upper Sandusky will try to get Mount Gilead next week, and I think Smithville is on schedule for
Smitty's
Northmor coming up next. So yep, that's pretty much what we got up there. So
both teams have stuff to clean up. You know, the typical week one stuff. And so you and I next week, we're going to East Knox.
Yeah, East Knox taking on Winford. So that should be cool.
So two N10s in a row here. You know, inter conference, if you will.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So same conferences. So I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, same here. You know, so let's get that game ready. We'll do our prep and be out there at Howard to deliver that contest. Any final thoughts you want to offer before we roll out of here tonight? Fun night.
Nope. And again, week one, great to be back here. Great weather. You know, our cameraman Jeremy did a great job here tonight too. You know, just giving him credit. And again, nice job by both teams representing their communities. And we watched a great football team with some great hits and you know, a lot of chutzpah by the coaches and taking chances. And it was a fun game to watch.
Yes, it was. Yeah, we had a good time, no question about it. And certainly we want to thank our sponsors, Northmor Athletic Boosters, Andy Bauer, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Lilly Industries Incorporated, Ohio Means Jobs, Morrow County, Graham Auto Mall, Avita Home Health and Hospice, First Federal Community Bank, and TMS Plus Digital Marketing. We thank you for allowing us to be able to bring this event live and free. Scott Cameron and Jeremy Peoples offering the images tonight. I'm Kurt Richards wishing you a good night from Northmor. Visiting Upper Sandusky, getting the win on this night on the road. Right. It looks like